Dear friends, this video discusses the steps a construction plant and machinery engineer should take to improve their performance rating and workplace productivity while on the job, as well as how to have a good job interview. The engineer must be well prepared in order to guarantee a positive interview and higher performance rating while on the job. The engineer can raise his or her chances of being chosen and getting a high performance rating by carefully choosing questions that correspond with the job description, crafting relevant answers, and following best practices while working. This time, we'll talk about 1. Why proper preparation of interview question is needed for construction plant and machinery engineer. 2. What questions are asked during a construction plant and equipment engineer interview. Before attending any interviews, we require engineers to prepare appropriate responses to all of the questions. In the next few days, we will provide the specific responses to every query. Additionally, ask every engineer to watch 2 to 3 times the entire uploaded video. Now we will begin our presentation. A. Why proper preparation of interview question is needed for construction plant and machinery engineer. Proper preparation of interview questions is crucial for a plant and machinery engineer for several reasons. 1. Demonstrating knowledge and experience. It allows you to showcase your understanding of plant and machinery operations, maintenance, troubleshooting, and safety protocols. This demonstrates your competency and experience in the field. 2. Highlighting skills and abilities. Preparation helps you articulate your technical skills, such as your ability to oversee repairs, manage equipment maintenance schedules, and optimize machinery performance. 3. Handling situational and technical questions. Interviewers often ask specific technical questions or present scenarios to gauge your problem-solving abilities and how you handle real-world challenges in the field. 4. Understanding company needs. Researching the company and its projects beforehand helps tailor your answers to align with their specific requirements, showing your interest and preparedness for the role. 5. Confidence and professionalism. Being well prepared boosts your confidence during the interview, enabling you to communicate effectively and present yourself as a capable and professional candidate. Overall, thorough preparation ensures you make a strong impression, demonstrate your qualifications effectively, and increase your chances of securing the position of plant and machinery engineer. B. What are interview questions for construction plant and equipment engineer? Interview questions for a construction machinery maintenance engineer focus on technical skills, preventive maintenance practices, and troubleshooting abilities, as well as knowledge of industry regulations and safety protocols. Below are some key categories and sample questions. Knowledge criteria, technical knowledge. 1. What are the key factors to consider when selecting construction plant and equipment for a project? 2. Can you explain the maintenance procedures you follow for construction machinery? 3. What are the latest advancements in construction equipment technology that you are familiar with? 4. How do you stay updated with the latest industry trends and innovations? 5. Can you explain the working principle of hydraulic systems in construction machinery? 6. How do hydraulic systems in heavy machinery work, and what are common issues you encounter with them? 7. What are the key components of construction machinery, e.g., excavators, loaders? 8. What's your experience with electronic control units, ECUs, in modern construction equipment? Knowledge criteria, equipment knowledge. 1. What experience do you have with maintaining large-scale machinery like cranes, backhoes, or graders? 2. How familiar are you with Tier 4 engines and emission control technologies in heavy machinery? 3. Have you worked with both older, mechanical machinery and newer, computerized models? How do you approach maintenance for each? 4. How do you handle wear and tear on specific components like buckets, blades, or engine belts? Knowledge criteria, maintenance and repair. 1. Describe your experience with preventive maintenance for heavy equipment. 2. What methods do you use to extend the lifespan of construction machinery? 3. How do you manage equipment downtime and prioritize repairs? 4. How would you design a preventive maintenance schedule for heavy machinery? 5. Describe a time when you had to conduct a complex repair on a piece of machinery. What steps did you follow? 6. How do you ensure that machinery downtime is minimized during repairs? 7. How do you handle equipment breakdowns in the middle of a project? 8. How do you handle maintenance for electric-powered construction machines? Knowledge criteria: preventive maintenance. 1. What is your approach to preventive maintenance of construction machinery? 2. How do you schedule and prioritize maintenance for a fleet of heavy equipment? 3. What are the key indicators that a piece of machinery needs maintenance before a breakdown occurs? 4. How do you ensure that routine maintenance doesn't disrupt project timelines? 5. What maintenance techniques do you use to improve the longevity of components like tires, tracks, and undercarriage parts? Knowledge criteria: problem solving and troubleshooting. 1. How do you diagnose and troubleshoot issues in excavators, bulldozers, or cranes? 2. What is your approach when a machine breaks down on site? 3. Have you ever had to repair machinery under tight deadlines? How did you handle it? 4. How do you approach diagnosing an electrical fault in construction equipment? 5. Describe the diagnostic tools you commonly use for heavy equipment issues. 6. What safety protocols do you follow when inspecting or maintaining machinery? 7. Describe the process of inspecting and diagnosing engine problems in diesel-powered machinery. 8. How do you perform a complete overhaul of a construction machine's engine? 9. How do you troubleshoot electrical system failures in construction machinery? 10. Describe a situation where you had to fix a mechanical issue under tight deadlines. How did you manage it? 11. What is your process for diagnosing a hydraulic leak or failure? 12. Can you explain how you handle machinery breakdowns on site? 13. How do you work with diagnostic tools like multimeters or onboard diagnostics (OBD) systems to pinpoint issues? Knowledge criteria: technology integration. 1. Are you familiar with GPS and telematics systems in construction machinery? How have you utilized them? 2. How do you integrate automation technologies, e.g., autonomous machinery, in construction projects? Knowledge criteria: project management. 1. Describe a time when you managed a large fleet of equipment. How did you ensure optimal utilization? 2. How do you plan and schedule equipment maintenance to minimize downtime? 3. Can you walk us through your process for budgeting and cost control related to equipment? 4. How do you handle multiple machinery-related tasks in a high-pressure environment? 5. What are the challenges in scheduling machinery for multiple projects? 6. How do you ensure equipment availability while balancing cost and efficiency? 7. How do you manage a team of technicians to ensure all machinery in a project is properly maintained? 8. Have you ever trained junior technicians or apprentices? How do you ensure they follow best practices? 9. How do you handle communication between project managers, operators, and the maintenance team when scheduling repairs or servicing equipment? Knowledge criteria: safety and compliance. 1. What safety protocols do you follow when performing maintenance on heavy equipment? 2. How do you ensure that machinery complies with OSHA or other safety regulations? 3. What steps do you take to reduce the risk of injury during maintenance operations? 4. How do you manage hazardous materials, like hydraulic fluid or fuel, during repairs? 5. What safety measures do you apply when working on machinery that operates in extreme conditions, e.g., high temperatures, high altitudes? 6. How do you ensure the safety and efficiency of heavy equipment on site? 7. What safety protocols do you follow when operating heavy machinery? 8. What are the latest safety standards and regulations in construction machinery management? 9. How do you ensure that all machines are compliant with local and international regulations? 10. Have you ever implemented a compliance upgrade on existing machinery? 11. How do you ensure that your team complies with safety regulations related to construction equipment? 12. What are the most common safety hazards associated with construction machinery, and how do you mitigate them? Knowledge criteria: sustainability and efficiency. 1. What steps do you take to minimize fuel consumption and increase the efficiency of construction machinery? 2. How do you approach maintenance on machinery to meet environmental regulations? 3. Have you implemented any eco-friendly maintenance practices, such as using biodegradable lubricants? 4. How do you manage waste generated from repairs, such as used oil, filters, and batteries? 5. How do you incorporate sustainable practices into the management of construction equipment? 6. What strategies do you use to reduce the environmental impact of construction machinery? Knowledge criteria, experience and situational. 1. Tell us about a time when you successfully managed a challenging repair. 2. Have you ever worked with new technologies like telematics or GPS in construction equipment? 3. How do you handle communicating technical issues to non-technical project managers? Knowledge criteria, teamwork and communication. 1. How do you collaborate with project managers, operators, and other engineers to ensure machinery operates smoothly? 2. How do you communicate technical issues to non-technical team members? Adaptability. 1. How do you stay up to date with changes in construction machinery technologies? 2. Can you share an example where you had to adapt quickly to new equipment or processes? These questions test both the depth of technical expertise and practical hands-on experience in maintaining construction machinery. They also assess safety knowledge, troubleshooting ability, and familiarity with sustainable practices and regulations. Friends, we discussed the steps a construction plant and machinery engineer should take to improve their performance rating and workplace productivity while on the job, as well as how to have a good job interview. These sections provide a comprehensive review questions and answers for successful job interview. In a future video, we will go through suitable answers of each mentioned question in depth. If you require a PDF version of the message discussed in this video, kindly leave your name, phone number, and email in the comment box. We will communicate via WhatsApp or email. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel Infomechanizer, which is